Hello families, thank you so much for joining us for our virtual family weekends at Double H. My name is Kate Walsh and I'm the camp director at Double H, and we're so excited to be running family virtual weekends for all of you. We thought it would be helpful to put together a little video that outlines exactly how to use this platform, Jigsaw Interactive, and some troubleshooting help, and gives you some resources and tools to get ready for the weekend, and also reviews the schedule and what to expect. So please take a few minutes, it's about 20 minutes, to review this video before you join us for the weekend so that you're ready to go and have some camp fun. Thank you guys so much, and we cannot wait to see you. As you can see, when you log into Jigsaw Interactive, this is what you will see on the homepage. So every day of the weekend, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, we will have listed out the sessions that you can join. So for example, we're pretending it's Friday night. It's a Friday night of your weekend, and you'll see here Family Weekend Friday Night Campfire, or something like Friday Night Campfire. And what you're going to do is you're going to hit Join Session, and that will bring you to another window. It'll open it up. And you're going to see it has a green background. It's kind of making sure my camera and my microphone are working. It's making sure that I'm actually connected to the internet. So I can test my camera if I'd like to. Right now my camera is not going to work. Oh, maybe it will. So as you can see, my camera is going to work. It's in two places right now. So I tested my camera. I know that works. If it doesn't work, you can always click here and change the settings. So if you have a different camera, if you have two cameras connected, you can also change the quality. I usually stick with medium because it seems to work pretty well. And then you can hit apply to that or X out of it. You can also test your microphone in this space as well, and just kind of run through it and make sure everything works okay. But I'm ready to go. I can hit join now. So I'm going to hit join now. And what you'll see is our Jigsaw platform right here. So you've got 4 window panes. These are the 4 panes that you can see. Right here with the Be Kind picture is where the webcams will be. So right now I have webcams turned off, but once they're turned on, this is where everyone's faces will be. In the right, top right, is going to be where we put documents. So we might put schedules, we might put instructions for activities, we might put our awards in that space, so that'll be happening right there. In the lower left is where we put different images. So we may have a few images up. If we have pictures that people send us throughout the weekend, we'll put them here so we can look through them. And then this is your whiteboard. So this is a group whiteboard. Anyone, once it's unlocked, can draw on it, can make silly faces. We've had some really cool things being created on this whiteboard. I'm not the best whiteboard artist, but it for sure is fun. You can write messages. So we can say, happy fall. And everyone does see this. The other thing with the whiteboard, just be careful because it's really easy to sometimes delete someone else's work or erase it. So just be really mindful of that if someone's drawing on the whiteboard, to not erase it, which is just being kind and considerate. Over here on the right, you can see the attendees, which is listing everybody that's in the room right now. So I'm underneath the Walsh family, so I am the only member right now in the Walsh family. And then the host is Kate Walsh, who is also me. So I have another computer set up next to me to demonstrate what it looks like for the host. So anyone who's a host or a camp counselor will have this little blue person next to them that indicates they're the host and that they can help you out with different things. And as you can see right now, the Walsh family, my microphone is grayed out, which means it's not turned on right now. The sound you're hearing is through my computer, not through Jigsaw. So if I wanted to unmute myself, I would just click this microphone and that would unmute myself. You see it turns green, and then when I start talking, you see lines come from it. So it's an easy thing to just unmute yourself through that clicking, or down at the bottom as well. There is a little green microphone here as well, which you can click and unclick to mute and unmute yourself. The other thing that's not turned on right now is my camera. I can't do anything. I can't click this. It's not letting me turn on the camera because the host of the meeting has disabled all the cameras. So right now, as the host, I'm not allowing anyone's camera to be on. And typically when we first all log in, that'll be the case. And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to click this. And as you can see, I just disabled that. So now you can turn on your web camera. So if I click here, it's going to turn green again, and I'm going to show up on this screen right here. Hey everybody. So that's how you turn on and off your microphone and your camera. Okay, the host has the ability to quickly turn off your camera for you. So the host did that and turned off my camera, but they also, and now you can see I can't do anything. It's grayed out, it's got a line through it. I can't click out to turn it back on. So the host can do that, but you can also just have it so it's ungrayed out, and then if you want, you can turn your cameras on. It is a lot of fun to see everybody on camera, so we encourage you guys, if you can, to turn on your cameras when you're on these calls, because it's really fun to see everybody. Also, with Jigsaw, you can only have about 25 cameras on per session, which should be fine for our family weekends, as we typically have, about 25, 30 families on each session. So know that if you try to turn your camera on and for some reason it's not turning on, it could be because there's everybody kind of logged in and their cameras are on. So we may just make an announcement to make sure that people, if they don't want their camera on, turn it off so other people get a chance. If you're using multiple devices, it is a little bit harder. Sometimes with multiple devices, the streaming definitely takes its toll, and it's hard to see different things. It's hard to maybe hear different things. There could be some lagging. So we do encourage families to use 1 or 2 devices, preferably 1, but if you're a big family and you want to spread out, we can understand that you might want to use 2 devices. So anyway, this is the list of attendees. So as more and more people log in, this list will grow and grow, and we'll be able to see everybody that is logged into our session. Now here is the chat. This is the chat for the main room, so if I want to say hello to everyone, I can simply chat, and there it is. It shows up right there. So everybody sees this. This is the main room chat. Everybody can see that. So again, remembering to be kind and to make sure that we're only writing things that are respectful and funny. And you can also respond to different things in the chat. If you're not ready to share, you can write answers to riddles. The chat is a really helpful tool. If by accident you type something, you can quickly delete it and get rid of it. Maybe you didn't mean to send that, so you can delete it. Welcome to the campfire. So you can add different things. The chat is really nice when videos aren't turned on quite yet, when everyone's logging in, to say hello and to see how people are doing. The note board below is something that the hosts will use a lot. So if we're doing a talent show and we want to put the order of the families that are going in the talent show, we'll maybe put it in the note board. So I'm going to add a note as the host, and you'll see it pop up on the notepad. So let me just do this. Talent show order. I'm going to say the Walsh family, and then the Pez family, and then the Royal family. Okay, so I'm going to save that note, and as you'll see, it pops up right down here for everybody. You can click it and it extends so that you know exactly which order the talent show goes in, or if we're doing awards, we put it there. So the note board is something, it's kind of, rather than scrolling through the whole chat, the note board allows us to put kind of hot topics that people might refer to and go back to. So that's kind of the layout of Jigsaw and what it looks like. The other thing too, as a host, we'll be playing our videos and things in the webcam spot. So for example, I'm going to play right now, campfire. That's what we said it was. It's Friday night. It's the campfire. So I'm going to play those campfire sounds and make us all feel like we are at, excuse me, at camp. Okay, the other thing that might happen is while you're watching this, views might change. So for example, all of a sudden, the campfire becomes the biggest screen, okay? And that's because I, as the host, did that. I made it the biggest screen so everybody could see that, because that's what we should be focused on. So sometimes during talent show or during different activities, we want certain faces to be the main thing. And so therefore, we make it the full video screen. You can make it small again if you would like. So this little person up here, that right now is just an outline. If you would rather make the video small, you can definitely do that. But for the most part, the host has done that because they really want you to see what's on this video screen. So don't be nervous. You're just changing this for yourself. You're not changing that for anyone else. Okay? So you're going to see different things get bigger and potentially get smaller. Right now, I'm going to make our schedule bigger. I'm going to pause our movie, so just give me 1 second. I'm going to pause our movie so we don't have that, that noise in the background, all beautiful as it is. So I want to quickly go over the schedule for our family weekends. This is a typical family weekend. It's going to start Friday at 6 o'clock. So after a long and fun Friday, you can log into Jigsaw, and we're going to start with our opening campfire. So we're going to do camp cheers, we're going to introduce ourselves, we're going to say hello, and we're going to talk a little bit about the weekend. Maybe we'll play some get to know you games, and that will all be happening on the Jigsaw interactive platform. Saturday morning starts around 10, so if you like to sleep in, you certainly can. But we'll start at 10 with morning assembly and some different activities that we'll do. We'll either do them as a large group or we'll do breakout groups, which essentially just means that you log into Jigsaw and join us in the morning, and then if there are breakout groups, the hosts handle all of that, so you don't have to worry about that. That next session from 11:30 to 1 says Camp at HH Home Activities. So we are planning to have 2 to 3 activities offered during that time for you guys to do at home. So you're going to take a break from the screen and you're going to do some of those Camp at Home activities as a family or independently. So we've created activities that you guys can do at home. You can choose out of the 2 or 3 that you would like to do, just so it reminds you of camp. It gives you a break from the computer. But it's also some fun things that you can do to make your weekend a little bit special. And then when we come back together at 1 o'clock, it'll be a time for us to share what those activities you did are. So if you made a rock garden and you painted all the rocks for it, you can show us a picture, or you can bring us outside and show us the rock garden. If you created a fall craft that we've given you information on, you can show us that. So that first activity, that free choice activity time, will be a time where we share what we did during those camp at home activities. So it's a little bit of camp while you're at home during these weekends. The other thing you can do while you're doing those activities is send us pictures. So we will be blasting out an email address. It's activities@whranch.org, where you can send us different pictures of the activities you're doing as a family, and we post them on our private website so everybody can check them out. It's a really cool way to see what we're all doing during the weekend and to still stay connected even though we're not together in the same space. So please take pictures and send them to us, take videos. We love it all. So then what we'll do is we'll join all together again on Jigsaw at 1 o'clock, and we'll do some free choice activities, so you guys will get to decide where you would like to go. And again, as a family, you can decide to go to one activity, or if you have multiple devices, you can divide up as family members and go to multiple activities happening. Typically, we only have 2 or 3 going on at a time, so there's not tons of options. But if there is some differences in what people want to do in the family, feel free to divide up on different devices. And then we'll take some time for just parents. So for parents to chat and to have some time together. We can't provide the coffee, but we'd love to have you join us and chat and drink your own coffee at home and share with us and have some guided questions on how things are going in a little reflection activity that we will do with you. And then again is that camp at home time. So again, a break from the screen, time to rest our eyes, time to go outside and enjoy the fall weather and to do those camp at home activities and share with us what you've been doing. And then we'll do one of my favorite activities, the family talent show. So families, get ready for those vocal warm-ups. But the family talent show can be anything that you guys want to do. You can do it as a family. You can do it as individual children in a family. You can also be great audience members. And then depending on time, we might have some evening activities after that if we finish early. Sunday we'll start with our camp closing and activities. We'll do a few more activities Sunday morning, so we'd love to have you join us for that so we can kind of close down our weekend together but also have a little bit more fun before the weekend ends. So that is our schedule. As you can see, it's color-coded, so the online activities are that yellow color, and then the home activities is time when you can do some of those activities that we've provided for you, and those will be listed on the Private Camper Family website. And then also we'll share them in the large group Jigsaw. So you'll have plenty of time to figure out what those activities are and what you would like to do. So that is the schedule. Okay, so now that we've talked a little bit about what Jigsaw looks like and what the schedule is for the weekend, I want to go through a few troubleshooting things. As with any platform online, there can be moments where things don't work as well. And we have some great resources to help you guys when maybe Jigsaw isn't working as well as it should be, but also want to talk you through how you can get even more additional support through the Jigsaw Interactive company. So the first things first, if you happen to log in and you notice that your camera and or your microphone are both red, The first thing I want to ask that you guys try is if you notice right here, and I'm using a Mac, so it does look a little bit different on each platform, whether it's Mac or PC. There's a little lock right here, and I'm going to click that lock. And if you notice, it says camera, and what has happened is Google Chrome has blocked me from using my webcam. So I'm going to hit allow for that, and also with the microphone. Google Chrome has blocked that as well. So I'm going to make sure that that says allow. I'm going to close it, and it's going to say to apply these settings, please reload this page. So I'm going to hit reload, and we'll see what happens. So now you notice my camera is no longer red and my microphone is no longer red. So that was a very quick fix that I allowed the browser to access my camera and my microphone. It's giving it permission to use that, and sometimes computers default to not giving people permission for that. So now I can turn on my microphone and I can talk and I can share with the group, or I can turn on my camera and I can share with all of you via the camera. It's going to pause for a minute. There we are. So now my camera is on and I'm able to turn my camera on and talk with all of you guys that way. So sometimes that happens, and sometimes we just have to allow permission. The other thing I want to talk about is that there are better browsers for Jigsaw. So for the most part, Google Chrome is the #1 browser to use for Jigsaw Interactive. It does not work that well with Safari or Internet Explorer, but it does work with Firefox. But the company recommends Google Chrome to utilize, so you can download that to your computer. We also know that this platform sadly doesn't work well with iPhones. It does work with iPads if you download the Google Chrome app, and you can put that on your iPad and use it that way. We're working on creating a list of all the different platforms and browsers that this works the best with. So please pay attention for that. That'll be coming, and we'll post it on the Family Weekend website, so you have that as a resource. But Google Chrome definitely does work the best. Now, if you're having some problems beyond just the camera and the microphone being red, maybe the video's lagging, maybe we're stuck and you can't see anyone's video, you just see the spinning wheel and nothing's happening. What you can do first is you can do something called refresh my connection. So if you look here at the Walsh family, which is me, you can click and it says show settings for the Walsh family. So if for some reason your computer isn't catching up, the video is lagging, something you can do really quickly is to hit this, the refresh my connection. So you can hit this and watch what will happen. My name turns orange, and that's just showing me and the rest of the people in the group that I'm refreshing my connection, and it might be a minute, but I'll be right back. So you don't get kicked out. It doesn't change anything. It just boosts your connection and refreshes it without you having to log in and log back out. So you can try that. If it doesn't get better, sometimes you do have to log out of Jigsaw, which just means clicking this red X or clicking the X on your PC and then signing back in. Sometimes that helps. The other thing, if a lot of people are streaming at the same time in your family, sometimes that does cause Jigsaw to kind of slow down a little bit. So maybe you ask your family to hop off their devices and maybe all join you on the one computer. That helps a lot. Or just remind people that you have Jigsaw and your family will be participating so that maybe we won't be able to stream movies or things like that. So those are some ways that you can kind of check and make sure and get back refreshed. Now, if worse comes to worse, you may have to restart your computer, but definitely check in with each other and with your parents about doing that before you do it. Lastly, the other thing that you guys can utilize, which is really, really crucial and important, is the knowledge base. So again, if you click on your name and you hit this little question mark, go to knowledge base, another window will open up with all of these topics. So system requirements, getting started, system performance. So if you hit on system requirements, you can see here that there's a bunch of different ways that you can learn about what you need to do. So if you have a Chromebook, you can click on that. And it's saying all of these different things that you can do. You can update your Chromebook right from here. Okay, so really just make sure that you go to this knowledge base first and see if you can find your answer there. If you can't find your answer on the knowledge base, we definitely want you to give Jigsaw Interactive, their customer service, a call. They are wonderful. They help a lot of our families get through kind of the bumps of Jigsaw. So give them a call, and their help desk will definitely walk you through. And while we know a lot as WH staff, they know a ton more. So please feel free to give them a call or send an email to request support if you need it. Sound good? Great. All right, lastly, I'm going to talk a little bit about the chat function. So let me just pull this up. Okay, so if you're on Jigsaw and you want to chat with someone, we have locked direct chat. So that means you can't chat to any of the other family members or families on this call, but you can reach out to the Double H staff. Okay, so if you look next to my name, you'll see that there's a little chat bubble. Okay, you can click that and you notice the chat switches from the main room to chat, and it says in parentheses, Kate Walsh. So we're going to send her a message. We're going to say, hey, do you know the activities happening this morning? Okay, so you sent that to Kate Walsh. Kate's taking a little while to get back to you, so you want to get back into the main room chat. So you click this down arrow and it just says main room. Okay, so now you're in the main room chat and you can say, I'm so excited to see everyone. And this goes out to the whole group, so everybody sees this. You're still waiting for Kate to get back to you. So Kate's going to notice that she has a chat over here, and she's going to say the activities are slime and rock band. I don't know if those are activities for this weekend, but they're camp things. So did you hear that noise? That means that you got a message, okay? So if you look next to my name, Kate Walsh, you'll see that this chat bubble has now turned into a square and is now gray. So click that, and it'll say view chat, and your chat with Kate Walsh will pop up. It says the activities are slime and rock band. So you're going to write back, that's great. I can't wait. Okay, and then you're going to go back to the main chat room because people are telling jokes and you really want to do it. All right, and Kate's going to write back. She's going to say, awesome. See you soon. Okay, so again, you heard that noise. Check and see where it's coming from. You can click that gray bubble and then you'll see Kate's chat. You can also always kind of bump back and forth between these two people. So anyone who has a little blue person next to them will be someone you can chat with and someone who could help you with some of the tech support. So if you need help with that, please definitely chat with any of the people who have the little blue person, our hosts or our camp counselors, and they can help you navigate any questions you might have. All right, so that is the chat, and that can help you when you need it, and we'll be here to answer any questions that you might have, or also just feel free to say hi. We'd love to hear from you. It's fun to get little messages throughout the weekend. All right, so that is an overview of Jigsaw. That is an overview of some of the tech support that we offer and also that Jigsaw offers. So please definitely utilize those resources. Take a look at what's going to work best for you and your family, whether you're on maybe 2 separate devices or you're all on the one device. But however you join us, we're so grateful that you're going to be a part of this weekend and that you've decided to join us for our virtual family programs. Thanks so much and hope that this was helpful.